Hello everybody, you're watching Your Favourite Guitar Teacher. I'm Liam and today you're going to learn how to play 5 awesomely cool guitar riffs. But before we get started with the tutorial, I'll play them all first. Here's how they sound. So now you know the sound, let's get started. We're going to start with Michael Jackson's Beat It. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to play the open E string, your thickest string, and then you're going to use your second finger, and that's going to go on the 3rd fret on the thickest E string. After that, as first finger is going to come onto the 2nd fret, and that's on your A string. And then his little finger's coming all the way over onto the 5th fret, but that's on the D string. After that, we're going to move to our 2nd fret, and that's also on the D string. So now all together you've got. After that, we're coming onto the 4th fret on the D string, and that's with our little finger again. Back onto the 2nd fret on the D string with our first finger, and then we're going to play the open D string twice. All that together sounds like this. Now the second time round you do almost exactly the same, however you miss off the last 0. You only play 1 0 on the D string, and that's it. The next awesome riff we're going to look at is by Arctic Monkeys. It goes like this. And it's repeated loads throughout the song. So you're going to start with your first finger, that's going to be on your 1st fret on your thickest E string. You're going to play it, and then with your little finger you're going to play the 3rd fret on the thickest E string. After that, we're going to use our first finger, and that comes down onto the 1st fret on the A string. And then we just jump straight back to the 3rd fret on the low E string with his little finger. That's the first bit. So then it repeats them first 3 notes, the 1st fret on your low E string, the 3rd fret on your low E string, and then the 1st fret on your A string. But this time, you're going to jump with your little finger, and it goes to the 3rd fret on the D string. All that together now sounds like this. Then after this we go to our first finger on your D string, and then we go open D string, and then his little finger comes over onto the 3rd fret on your A string. Then we get this cool little slide part. So you're going to play the 1st fret on your A string with your first finger, 3rd fret on your A string with your little finger, but you're going to slide to the 5th fret on your A string. And then we're going to go back to the 3rd fret on your A string, but this time it's with your first finger. Goes like this. I'll do that a little slower. Then it does that exact same thing again. First finger, 1st fret A string, then little finger on your 3rd fret A string, slide up to your 5, but then you play the 5 again this time. Then after you've played that 5 the second time, we go to the 3rd fret on your low E string with your first finger. It all sounds like this. And it repeats that over and over and over again throughout the song. Now the next one's an old tune, but such an awesome one I had to throw it in. It's the James Bond theme, which is played on guitar. So we're playing an open E string to begin with, and then we're going to go straight to the 2nd fret on your low E string, and that's with your 2nd finger. And you're going to play that 4 times, and you're going to play it down, up, down, down. So you've got your open E, and then 2nd fret E, down, up, down, down. Sounds like this. After that you go back to your open E and you play it 3 times. Now that little section, da 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 da, that gets repeated throughout the whole entire riff. It goes like this. So it's over and over and over again. So that second part is your open E string again, your lower one, and then you're going to go on to the 3rd fret this time and do the da 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 da, which is 3 3 3 3, down up down down with your plectrum. Then the next 3 notes are on the 2nd fret on your low E string. Sounds like this. Now it repeats those 2 bits over and over again. So you do the part number 1 where it's the 2nd fret then open, then part number 2, 3rd fret then 2nd fret, part number 1 again, open, then 2nd fret then open, then part number 2, open, 3rd fret to 2nd fret, but then on the last time it changes ever so slightly and it does this. So it's pretty much exactly the same beginning, but the second part is O, and then you're going to do 3rd fret, 3rd fret, 3rd fret, 3rd fret, and that's down, up, down, down with your plectrum. And then instead of doing 2, 2, 2, this time it's 2nd fret, low E string, 1st fret, low E string, and then an open on the low E string. Then after that we jump our 1st finger onto the 1st fret, that's on your D string. You play that once, and then immediately after you play an open D string. Leave it ringing, and then you're going to go onto the 2nd fret on your A string. You're going to hit that once, then immediately after you're going to play the open string. And then back to the 2nd fret. It's really quick. All that last section together sounds like this. The next cool riff we're going to look at is one that inspired me to start playing guitar. It's Metallica's Enter Sandman, and it sounds like this. So we're going to start with 2 picks of his open low E string. Then immediately after that, his 3rd finger is going to jump right down onto the 7th fret, and that's on your A string. After that, a 2nd finger, straight smack bang next to it, is going to go onto the 6th fret on your low E string. And then the 1st finger is going to go onto the 5th fret on your low E string. Really slowly, it sounds like this. And it does that 3 times straight after each other. Now the next section, the power chord section, you're going to have your little finger on the 5th fret, and that's on your A string, and then your 1st finger comes onto the low E string, and that's on the 3rd fret. You're only going to strike these 2 thickest top strings. Strike them once, and then you play an open on the low E. You move these 2 fingers 1 fret backwards, and then you push them down again, and you're going to play the 2nd fret and the 4th fret this time with your 1st finger and your little finger, same strings. Those 2 power chords together with that open string in the middle sounds like this. Then you're going to have another open string in the middle, and then immediately after that you're going to put your fingers back on the 2nd fret on the low E string, and your little fingers come in on the 4th fret on the A string. You're going to play them 2 strings. You're moving these 2 fingers in the exact same shape, up 1 fret this time onto the 3rd fret and the 5th fret, play it again, and then you're going to move it back again, back onto the 2nd fret and the 4th fret. All that little power chord section together sounds like this. And then within the rest of the song it goes 3 of these, so 2nd time, third time, then the power chords, and it repeats that over and over and over again. And the last awesomely cool guitar riff we're going to look at is Blur's Song 2. We're on the 8th fret, and that's on your A string, that's with your first finger. Now your little finger is going to come on the 10th fret, and that's on your D string. You're going to play this power chord, just these two strings that your fingers are on. You're going to strike it twice with your plectrum. Both strings exactly the same time. From there, you move those two fingers down 2 frets, so instead of it being on number 8 and number 10, we're now on number 6, the 6th fret with his first finger on the A string, and his little fingers on the 8th fret on the D string. But this time you're going to strike this power chord, so both the strings at the same time, 3 times. Straight after that, instead of his fingers moving backwards or forwards, they're going to go down a string, so his first finger's on the 6th fret, and that's on the D string, and your little finger's on the 8th fret, and that's on the G. And you strike these two strings twice. Immediately after that, you're going to jump up the guitar neck, and that's going to be your first finger on the 8th fret on the D string, your little finger on the 10th fret of your G, but you only play this one once. So the two strings exactly the same time, but just once. All together so far goes... Now the last power chord in the sequence, you're going to move these two fingers up again 2 frets, so his first finger's on the D string still, but this time it's on the 10th fret, and his little finger's on the 12th fret on the G. You play it once, let it ring a little bit, and then play it another 3 times. I'll play that a little bit slower. So all together, Blur Song 2 goes... And that is 5 of my favourite awesomely cool guitar riffs. If you want to check out my previous video, you can click here, hit the subscribe button below, and drop me a comment in the comments section. You've been watching Your Favourite Guitar Teacher, I'm Liam, and I'll see you all next time.